Tech.
And now Mary Dalton has part 2 in her 3-part series on living wills. Mary?
Thanks, Peter. Our continuing series on living wills took a very sad and unexpected turn today. John Cody, often known as Four Eagles Cody, died just as he was about to deliver his last will and testament before his attorney and my videographer. The videotape was to have been used as a recorded document, and this station had intended to air a portion of the will in tomorrow's newscast. But all that exists now is Cody's last word, Toltec, the meaning of which I hope to discover and report to you in the near future. Meanwhile, Ralph Shaw has more on John Cody. Ralph?
Thank you, Mary. John Cody was probably the best known and most talked about citizen in our community. Eccentric, perhaps something of an Indian mystic, he was often the brunt of cruel jokes and local gossip. Yet he maintained an air of quiet dignity throughout his life. He lived alone on Totem Hill. High school pranksters would often invade his property, and many of the kids claimed they saw him practicing magic and ancient rites from dusk to dawn. When asked about the validity of such reports, Cody admitted they were correct, claiming there are evil days in which one must guard the 4 quarters of the world.
Mama, can I drive the truck?
No, now shut up and go play.
I bet Uncle Earl will let me drive the truck.
Well, Uncle Earl's stupid, just like your daddy.
Where is Daddy?
Well, he's working on that old Indian cow.
On Turtle Hill?
Yes, honey. Now run along and shut up. Your mama needs a rest. Don't forget to close the door.
I like to throw every damn bit of it in the damn river. Earl, have you seen David Cody yet?
No, Mr. Attorney, the big chief hasn't arrived yet. You didn't see his boat, did you?
No, but sometimes he doesn't come in down by the dock.
Well, why don't that tightwad buy himself a car? And better yet, why don't he buy himself a garbage truck and haul this mess away from here?
I suppose it is a little ripe in here.
Ripe? Hell, it's inexcusable. It looks like a refuge heap and smells like a fart.
Just look at this trash.
I wouldn't even take a dump in here. Some of this stuff is so damn old. I mean, it must have been in a damn sewer because it just stinks. Oh, here's to it just stinks.
What's the problem?
Problem? There's no problem. It's just me and Sammy has got 50 houses to take care of and maintain and service and everything. Hell, it's just compounds it. It'll take a week to clean up in here, and maybe longer if that faggot inspector keeps giving Sammy other things to do.
Well, it's part of the job, isn't it?
Part of the job? Hell, we're on straight time, Mr. Gerard. Oh, I'm sorry, Ranger Gerard. I mean, we're not a bunch of government employees. We don't get overtime adjustments like you do.
Mind if I have that?
Be my guest if you'll just tell me what the snot burgers it is.
Well, it's a symbol.
What?
An eagle.
What about the skull?
Well, the skull is a symbol of dark power.
Oh, the dark power. That's scary. I mean, why is the eagle on top of the skull?
To control the dark power.
Oh, that's just wonderful. I mean, what would we do without an eagle? Gosh almighty. Indian here, it's a fortune and then works me like a nigger. Never mind that college kid's a place to live. White man broke all the other treaties with the Indians. Why in the hell didn't he break this one?
What about Stephanie? It seems the new...
That's pretty.
Nothing of this is done. Nothing. What have you been doing?
What do you expect?
Not much. The guy's about to drive me crazy. And there comes that damn Indian again. Ever since I've been taking care of this place for Cody, he's been sneaking around like a damn cat. It's like he's just been hoping Cody would die so he could take over the place.
Hello, David.
I'm not going to say you're welcome, Gerard. I think I know why you're here.
Yes, I think you do.
Look, Gerard, this land is mine now. No more magic, no more hocus pocus. This land belongs to me now.
That's quite true, David. But I was a very good friend of your grandfather's, and he had some definite ideas about this land.
Yeah, ideas that would do me no good.
Cody decided this house should go to a bunch of old Indian mystics.
They understood your grandfather's religion and faith, and they lived in poverty. This would be a luxury to them.
He'd keep away all those evil spirits Cody believed in.
And all at no profit to me.
Your grandfather took good care of you, David. And when the treaty showed that he owned most of this land around here, he shared with everyone.
And for what end? To live like a lonely hermit. Practice rituals older than white man's America.
Cody should have bought a Mercedes and headed for Vegas. Hell, that's what I'd have done.
Not the most refined and eloquent of men, but yet he speaks the truth.
Refined and eloquent. What the hell? I ought to kick his red ass.
You know, you're a very attractive girl, Mary. I think the girls are prettier now than when I was a young man. And then I get to thinking, no, it's just harder for me to get to them.
I can't believe that you would have any problems there, Mr. Gerard. Of course, some girls might be a little crazier about whips than others.
You know about my whip?
Mm-hmm.
All about it?
Mm-hmm. Everybody in this county and half the state knows all about the heroic forest ranger who goes out and hunts down and corrals wild animals.
My reputation precedes me.
Station did a story on you last month. Wasn't it a cougar?
Cougar, bear, wild dog, doesn't make any difference.
You track them down, use your whip to scare them into a cage, and then you send the caged animal to the Wildlife Resources Department, all without darts, bullets, or any kind of harm to the wild animal.
You're a good reporter.
I'm just fascinated by interesting men.
Yeah, we should be talking about the toll tax, I think.
Oh, back to business, the Toltecs. A Mexican tribe, let's see, they existed about 1,000 years ago. They preceded the Aztecs. In fact, the Toltecs' gods and myths formed the basis for much of the Aztec religion, and Aztec noblemen often claimed descent from the Toltecs.
You've done your homework.
But there's still a lot I don't know.
And?
The news department is in charge of a community fairs type show. It runs at, oddball times on Saturdays, and I'd like to do a short segment on Cody. We might even be able to run parts of it on the morning news.
Might be a nice tribute to Cody. Could be, and I emphasize could be.
I would show the proper respect for Cody. I know that when he was alive, the local townspeople ridiculed him. Maybe this is our chance to do him justice.
I get their attention that way. Is that about ready?
Yeah, I think it is working now.
You're sure? We didn't lose anything.
No, I hear it when it quits. It's working. Go ahead.
There better not be any glitches on that tape.
Don't worry. I haven't let you down yet, have I? Just, let's do it.
What about that green video last week?
Tape's rolling.
Let's see. I think we were talking about the eagle symbol.
Yes, eagles. The eagles were the attendants of the gods of the daytime power, the sun, the light, and the heavenly powers.
And Cody called himself Four Eagles.
There are 4 cardinal points on the compass, and the number 4 is significant in American Indian culture, much like the 7 is significant in Christian faith. Now, their ritual calendar is divided into 4 equal parts, each one corresponding with a quarter of the earth. Even the Toltecs built 4-sided columns.
The Toltecs? Why was Cody so obsessed with the Toltecs? They were from Mexico. They didn't have anything to do with his heritage.
Well, now you come to the eccentric part of John Cody. He and many of the elders of his tribe believed in age-old myths or legend that when the Toltec era ended, one particularly brutal and outcast tribe moved far north. and is said to have moved close to this community.
But we're hundreds and hundreds of miles from...
Don't give me a lesson in geography. I know the difficulty of such a move, but Cody believed the legend.
And on this very ground, the tribe was said to worship. That is, they worshipped from below. Only the Toltec sorcerers were actually allowed to stand on the power spot, Totem Hill. Described as 4 tall, powerful, demonic men, they served the god of the nocturnal skies, who symbolized the destructive principles of the universe, the dark powers.
A bunch of bull.
If it's all right with David, I'll read Cody's diary. It might be something in there that would help your story.
Oh, you've been such a gracious gentleman, Mr. Gerard.
There is something you could do for me, Miss Dalton.
Ooh, lunch, dinner, my phone number.
No, I was going to tell you about the whip.
I think that might just be a little bit out of my field.
Oh, no. This is a gift from Cody. It's leather like most whips. The end of it is plaited with material gathered from the 4 quarters of the world, and is said to have powers of protection even in the evil days.
Evil days?
I would like you to mention the whip was a gift from Cody to me in your story.
A sentimental homage from you to the spirit of John Cody.
Beautifully put. Eloquent.
I'm afraid the preacher's sermon didn't do much to uplift your spirit, Beth.
No, it's not that. It's just that I hate the thought of trying to look for a new place next quarter. I mean, I had so much fun in the dorms, and I've gotten so used to it. And it was just the best time of my life, and I'm sorry I refused to commute.
Hey, you make home sound like torture in comparison.
I didn't mean to make it sound that way. It's just that everyone I know got a good number, and of course I had to get a high number. Anyway, 45 miles is too far away to commute.
Hey, Beth, heard you didn't make the cut. Listen, I'll let you borrow my pup tent, okay?
You sarcastic little twerp.
Why couldn't I have been born an only child? Lynn, you'll be looking for a room too, won't you? Yeah, but I don't care. I mean, I didn't like the girls in my suite anyway. Well, maybe you and Beth could find a place together. Yeah, Beth, I think I know just the thing. Come on. Mary!
We would appreciate it.
Mary! Mary, tell Beth about the house.
Hey,
Oh, how are you?
just fine. How long will you be in town?
I'll just be here for the weekend. I have to go back to work tomorrow afternoon. You know, news people never get any...
Tell about the house, Mary.
What house?
Actually, it's really a nice house. I think you might like it. The owner died about a month ago. It's like new, really new. It's really big, and get a lot of girls in there. It'll be just like a sorority house.
Great. Tell me more about it.
Let's see. It sits on this little, peninsula kind of thing, and it has weathered wood on the outside, 4 bedrooms, sunken tub. It's lovely.
Well, how'd you find out about a place like this anyway?
Well, I did a few news stories on it.
Oh, yeah. It's guarded by 4 Indian sorcerers.
It doesn't. Long story, no.
Guarded by Indian sorcerers.
Yeah. These 4 Toltec witch doctor types did some kind of magic.
Oh, yeah. Dark powers.
They worship the dark powers.
Is it safe to live in?
Well, I hear that the landlord wants to dispel a lot of the myths, so the rent should be low. He really wants to get people in there, so...
Take a chance, Beth. Come on. Take a chance.
Hi, Tammy. Funny. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it after what you told me on the phone.
Girl, you better watch out, honey. Toltec sorcerers are a bad dude.
Tammy, I'd never even heard of the Toltecs until Mary told me about the house.
You mean you didn't know about this place?
I'm not from this county. How am I supposed to know about this place?
Hey, where's Susan?
She's in our room.
You sure?
Yeah, they don't want to a room.
Oh.
It's not that bad. Come on, you'll love it.
Come on. Come on. You'll love it. I already told Mr. Cody you're moving in, and you can move in as soon as you pay your deposit. We'll a blast. Join the university outcasts. Beth, I really do feel like an outcast. I mean, this is the second year I didn't get a low number. And honey, when you close out other dorms, you miss out on everything. I mean, my social life, the total pits. I mean, Beth, I never dreamed I wouldn't get a room on campus this quarter. Listen, we're all in the same boat, but just think of it this way. If we can't be where the men are, we'll bring the men to where we are. You talking my kind of trash now, lady. Gee, would you look at this? You'd think she was getting ready for a date with Tom Selleck. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. One of the two.
Tammy! Hey! How are you?
Oh, fine, and you?
Are you moving in today?
You kidding? The house on Totem Hill?
Come on, you'll love it.
Well, that's what I hear. And by the look of this place, it doesn't seem all that bad, but...
Well, Susan and I got here first, so we got the big bedroom. And you haven't even seen the fringe benefits yet.
Honey, you're not going to believe this. Come on.
What?
Just go this way. Our private bath.
Woo! Honey, you sure that old Indian that stayed here wasn't really a Rockefeller in disguise?
Really? No, Tammy, I think he just took it over after the place was built. Anyway, come on, there's a lot more to see.
You go ahead and show her the rest of the house. I've got a workout to finish.
Oh, the kitchen's right over here. I'm still in the basement, but... Gee, would you check this cabinet space?
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, Beth, where am I going to put all the beer I'm going to bring?
Tammy, you would think of that. Don't worry, Susan's mother's bringing a big refrigerator tomorrow.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, look, we can take turns cooking, huh? Child, I make a mean lasagna.
Does that mean you're moving in?
Hold up, Beth. I didn't say that, okay?
Come on, let me show you to your room.
Wait a minute, Beth. All I said...
I know what you said, Tammy, but you'll come around.
Come on, that's what I say. Downstairs, you have your own choice of bedrooms. Honey, it is definitely better than the dorm room.
That's the truth. And for now, anyway, your own personal bathroom.
Nice.
No sunken bathtub, but it'll suffice.
And over here... Wow, Beth, this your pool table?
Are you kidding? I hate pool. Besides, Susan's a recreational freak around here. Do you know it took 10 guys to move this ugly thing in here?
Ugly.
Ugly. Come on.
Well, I like pool.
And here we have our own laundry room, complete with Indian artifacts left by the previous owner.
4 eagles.
Yeah.
But I've never seen them look like this before. Well, see, usually the eagles sit up on top of a skull's head, and it symbolizes good or evil.
Tammy, how do you know all this stuff?
Honey, I've heard a lot about this house. That's why I'm not even for sure I want to stay here.
Hey, what'd you think?
Well,
Oh, come on, you'll love it. It'll be great. What's all the shouting about?
Oh. Tammy, this is Lynn. Lynn, this is Tammy. Tammy, Lynn, Tammy.
Hello. Hi, nice to meet you.
Tammy's gonna move in and move right in today, right? Yeah, right, Tammy?
Now, look, you guys, I haven't made up my mind.
Come on, what choice do you have? I mean, it's the cheapest place in town. Best company in the world. Lots of party room.
And you know, if you have any friends that need a place to stay or something, and girlfriends that need to move in, plenty of room.
Plenty of privacy if you happen to have a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So all you have to do is say yes.
Yes.
No, don't rush her. I mean, you're not getting her time to think. She may have other plans or something.
I'll call the landlord right now.
All right.
Where's the phone?
Well...
There's just one little item this house never had. The former owner liked things a little simpler.
No electricity?
Tammy, we have electricity.
Okay.
Not even he liked things that simple. Come on, I'll show you where the nearest thing is.
I can't believe this. Not only are you two allowing, you two are actually coercing a black girl to stay with us. So you don't know me too well, Susan, but Beth does. I mean, we're from the same hometown. We went to the same junior high school. We graduated from the same high school. She knows full well how I feel about associating with black people.
She knows?
Look, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I prefer not to associate with black people. You do understand, don't you? I mean, that's my right, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, you're right. You don't have to associate with her. Beth and I will.
Okay, Beth. See you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Tammy, don't wait until tomorrow to move in. Move in tonight.
Look, I'm trying to get a point across.
I don't think you understand.
What is all the shouting?
I'll tell you what all the shouting's about. I found this place, and we decided that we were going to try to populate it with our friends and keep any unwanted strangers from moving in. So you two bring that nigger in here right under my nose and beg her to live with us.
You just wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute. That Indian's trying to find 8 people to move in here. And if she moves in, she'll probably coerce a whole bevy of her gyrating friends in here.
Listen, sweetheart, as far as I can see, the only gyrating around here is your big mouth. I don't have to listen to this. I'm not going to discuss this anymore.
You are too going to discuss this! You better not walk out and slam the door in my face again, Beth!
Oh, Lynn.
What?
Miss Dalton.
Hello, David. How are you?
Just fine, thank you. I knew you'd be here today, and I just wanted to come by and thank you for telling your friends about the house. 4 of them moved in already, and I have another tenant coming in this afternoon.
You know, I was just thinking, I'd like to get out there and maybe do a follow-up story on the house. Our viewers are really interested in the story.
Sure, come by any time.
Good. I think I left my notebook in the courtroom. Will you excuse me?
Okay. Let me know if I can be of any help on your story.
Mr. Gerard, what are you doing
Hello, Miss
here?
Dalton. I'm here 3 or 4 times a month.
Testifying against wrongdoers.
Yes, we just tried a fellow I arrested last month for shooting fish.
Shooting fish?
Yes, instead of admitting he was drunk, he dreamed up this story about the fish making so much noise he couldn't sleep.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I think I ought to be out doing stories about your courtroom adventures.
Anytime.
Oh, speaking of stories, I was just talking to David Cody, and I was thinking about going out to the house to do a follow-up.
Just a minute. I've got an idea. I've never seen the records they have at the Hall of Records on the Cody house. Might be something interesting.
Okay.
Heard you got a
Right
record
around
for
here.
indecent exposure.
That's the old man. Those were northern fish.
You know, it's too bad you didn't come by here when you first started your story. I've been keeping up on the Cody place ever since I started working here.
Which was how long ago?
About 3 months.
Old timer.
Well, I'm a history and mathematics major, so I'm kind of interested in things such as Totem Hill and local legends.
Well, you know, this is interesting, but it doesn't really tell me anything I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid this wouldn't. If you know where to look, you can find some interesting information. Take a look at this.
What is it?
It was filed away with some government documents. We got a whole file cabinet back there full of things pertaining to federal investigations concerning this county area.
All this on Cody?
Do you know the story of how he got the land?
Yes, I do.
Well, you see, after he proved that the treaties were still enforceable...
You mean after the federal courts ruled in his favor?
Yes. You see, he made a private written request that has been, all but forgotten.
This is news to me.
What was it?
Well, he made a formal written request that the land be destroyed, uprooted, graded, and that if any archaeological artifacts were found, they were to be turned over to the U.S. Navy and buried at sea.
Good heavens, what did he think was buried there?
That's just it, see. Cody thought that 4 Toltec sorcerers had buried themselves there several thousands of years ago.
But that would be such a great find for American Indian historians. Why did he want everything dumped in the ocean?
The Toltecs believed that if they buried themselves alive, they would...
Buried alive?
Yeah, it's all in his request. Of course, the government denied him and turned him down. They hushed it up to try to keep from being embarrassed. Anyway, about the legend, these buried sorcerers fed on the blood of the living in order to remain alive.
Cody didn't.
Sure, that's why he practiced all those dusted-on rituals to keep the Toltec sorcerers under control.
That explains it all.
What?
Well, it wasn't until after the houses were built on Totem Hill that Cody went before the courts to get control of the property surrounding him.
Yeah, and that's when the government reimbursed the contractors and gave the house to Cody. Of course, the contractors were glad to get rid of the place. 3 of their workmen were listed as missing during the construction of the home.
Cody didn't think, he didn't
Yes,
think.
he thought that the Toltec sorcerers got them.
So my quiet, unassuming friend, John Cody, went before the government of the United States and demanded that they let him have control of the land surrounding the house and the properties. It all belonged to him, but he wouldn't have asked for it if he hadn't thought he was protecting the people that were laughing at him. What a self-sacrificing man he was.
Wake up, sleepyhead! We have a workout to do.
Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry, Paige. I forgot all about the time. So let me put something in my stomach and I'll be with you in a minute, okay?
Okay. I'll just go ahead and change.
Yeah, sure. I'll put them.
Who are you?
The question is, who are you?
What are you doing here?
Well, I know what I'd like to be doing here.
Look, who in the hell are you and what are you doing here?
The guys must have worked long and hard to put you together. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Craig Evans. I'm Len's brother.
Lynn's brother?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I just wish you'd warn me that she was going to have a guest so I could... Excuse me.
Oh, I'm not a guest. I'm a tenant.
A tenant?
Yes, and I certainly look forward to our seeing a lot more of each other, although I've seen quite a bit of you already.
Oh, Beth, honey, I'm just starting to love this place.
I told you would. Listen, the girls we've asked to move in with us, just the right contacts for just the right social atmosphere.
Oh, honey, I love it.
Hey, so do I, and I just got here.
Craig, hello.
Hello, lover.
Craig, this is Tammy. Hi.
How you doing?
Did you come to see Lynn? Craig is Lynn's brother.
Honey, somehow I already knew.
Hey, tell me more about the new girls moving in. In fact, tell me all about the young lovely upstairs.
I don't think she's your type, Craig. Besides, your school is 300 miles away, and I'm sure you'll be quite busy.
Hey, no, not at all. See, I'm taking this semester off. The grades weren't too good, you know. So I thought I'd take a little time, get the wild hairs out of my system.
Well, just save your wild hairs when you leave, okay?
Oh, kind of hard to do, seeing as how your new housemate's going to be here for some time. No, from the looks of things, I'm soon going to be a very busy young man. But I always have time for old friends, so feel free to drop in at your leisure. Excuse me.
Well, end of a dream. I always knew Lynn was a spiteful bitch, but I never knew she'd stoop this low. God, Susan, you wouldn't have believed my day today. I went to class, and she was already assigned a project for tomorrow. That's kind of early. First week of school, early. And then I went to the library, was going to get some work done, and I lost my notebook. I don't know how I lost it in the library. So I went to the bookstore to get a new notebook. Forgot my ID. They don't take your checks without your ID at the bookstore. Came back here thinking that the problems of the world were gone.
And then you found out about Craig.
Yes, you got it. So anyway, I'm going to go take a bath now. Just relax and forget the problems of the world.
You don't usually take a bath in the afternoon.
Not usually, but I really need one today. I need to...
I'm sorry. I'll be out in just a minute, though.
We just got finished working out. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'll just take a shower.
Well, I do the same, but I've got a 4 o'clock dance class. Gotta run. Have you seen my sweats?
No, I haven't seen them. Sorry.
Maybe I actually hung them up for a change.
I'm running out of bubbles.
Beth, you know, you guys really should get some curtains in here. If you don't, some geek's really gonna get his jollies one night if he looks in.
We're so isolated out here that it really doesn't matter. Then again, now that Lynn pulled that little stunt.
Susan? Susan, can I use your shampoo?
Oh, hey, Susan's not back yet, but I'm sure she won't mind. Go ahead.
Quick, get out of here! What are you doing in here? Get out! Get out! What?
Well, hey, this is the only bathroom on this end, and I'm a paying customer, you know.
Get out!
Well, hello again. Oh, excuse me, I just came in to flush down a few butts. Didn't realize there's already a couple of butts in here.
Hey! Hey! Listen, asshole. You better watch your P's and Q's and mind your manners. You got that, scumbag?
So you're both a math and history major? That's quite a combination.
Thanks. Yeah, well, it keeps me busy.
Do you ever have any time for other things?
Other things?
Yeah, you said you'd seen Beth around campus.
Yeah, but I don't know her.
Do you think she's pretty?
Yeah, of course I think she's pretty. Yeah. I doubt she'd be interested in me anyway. Besides, I've never talked to her.
Well, would you be interested if I could,
Oh, yeah, I'm interested.
I bet I could set you up with her.
I'd like that. My social life suffers while working with a double major and working down at the courthouse. I never seem to have time to talk with people like,
I know. Some of the guys are always in the right places while others
need a little help like me.
Uh-huh. I am a pretty good matchmaker.
All right, sure.
How are your calculations coming in?
Yeah. I think my first guesstimate was correct. Tonight is the night.
I wish I would have known that sooner. I could have had Dawn go out there and get some new footage from around the house.
Yeah, it's too bad. Would have made a great story.
Yeah. Maybe I can still pull it off if I just pull some file footage and maybe get something together for the late news.
Yeah, great.
Really ought to go out there and tell Beth, she ought to know that we're doing the story, but I don't think I have time to drive.
It just doesn't make any sense. It seems like David would have put a phone out there now that his grandfather's passed away.
Yeah, it does. I'll call Mr. Gerard. He might have time to drive out.
That's a good idea.
Sisters on do. And that ain't no hope.
Hey, can you drop me off at school?
Why don't you walk?
Cut it out. I need a ride.
Well, how are you even getting to school?
Beth and Susan.
Well, ask them.
We're not exactly speaking.
I tell you what, that bitch Susan had better shape up. I'm going to teach her tail a lesson.
Will you please give me a ride?
Wait a minute. Dallas and Alan are at school this year, aren't they?
Yeah, I wish they weren't. I can't stand them.
Okay, I'll give you a ride, and I think I'll drop it on those two. We might just have a little party here this evening.
Now, Craig.
They'll put Susan's lovely butt in order.
Don't you have any other friends on campus? Dallas and Alan? Blech.
Oh, get out of here and let me get ready, will ya? Bitch.
With my kids, sisters, a beach.
He wasn't home, but I left a message with the service.
It's too bad. I bet he'd be interested in finding out what tonight is.
Oh, I'm sure he would. He'd be glued to his TV set.
I bet he misses Cody.
Yeah, you can see it in his eyes. He has really sensitive eyes.
Well, I don't know about sensitive eyes, but I do know that Cody is part of a world gone by, and Gerard misses him.
You don't think that Mr. Gerard believes any of Cody's legends, do you?
No, but I do realize that there is some truth in all legends, and I think Gerard knows that there's a thin line between what's fact and fiction.
Mm-hmm. And the fact is, according to fiction anyway, that tonight's the night Four Eagles dreaded most.
Truck. Hey, fellas, we got a hot air balloon coming out of a truck out here. What? How long, Squirt?
I want to drive the truck, Uncle Earl.
Would you shut up about that? Why, your daddy gave me this job to do, I'll never know.
Shoot, Uncle Earl.
Come on. God, worry anybody half to death. Hey, man, you're right. The Goodyear blips the door.
Hey, sorry, dude, but party's by invitation only.
My hand's not dude. Here to fix the toy.
Oh, yeah, it's right down the hall here.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Hey, Craig, you better tell your friend to bring his own beer.
No problem. Looks like he's carrying his own keg. Who are all these people?
Well, just a couple of my friends come by to entertain the girls.
Entertain? Shit.
Hey, like, fix it good, okay?
Well, what do you think I'm going to do? Fix it bad? Who are you anyway? New tenant? How'd you come to be staying here? Sammy thought these girls were supposed to bring other girls up here.
Well, I kind of slipped in through a loophole.
Yeah, bitch your sister of yours.
Hey, watch how you're talking about my sister. And who told you anyway?
She's the one it called. She said you got to get over here and fix this grate right now.
Well, just fix it, okay? I mean, if those girls wouldn't be flushing their unsanitary napkins down the commode, it wouldn't get stopped up anyway.
Oh, really? Well, I heard your head's the only unsanitary thing that was clogging up the commode. Shut up, man. Shut up.
Hey, Mr. Cole. Hey. Listen, I'm sorry to hear about your brother being sick.
Yeah, well, not half as sorry as I am.
I guess it's not too much fun fixing toilets.
That's not too much fun keeping his Brad either.
Oh, come on, you should be proud to entertain such a handsome little guy.
Yeah, entertain. I understand these two guys in here won't entertain you.
Yeah, well, they've been playing their loud, rowdy music for an hour now. You yelling or repeat us every 5 minutes. See, what they're really trying to do is intimidate Susan and me.
Well, why just you two?
Yeah, my color for one. Then what Susan did to Craig.
Well, I guess you kind of feel left out, don't you?
Not really.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They come banging on my door again. I might just stick all 3 of them's head in there.
Yeah, honey, this time I don't know. Well, I'm scared. Craig friends are really weird, you know.
Well, don't worry about those guys. I'll get rid of it before I leave. And the Indian, I'll talk to him tomorrow about what's-his-face.
Oh, please, would you?
Oh, sure. Come on, let me in here. Come on, Squirt.
I want to drive the truck.
Won't you shut up about the truck? You're only 9 years old. 9-year-old's too stupid to drive a truck.
Well, I'd like to go to bed. Me too, but child, I got a lot of studying to do. I did too, but how can you without his noise?
Hey, Susie, baby, how about coming in here and modeling one of your little outfits for us? You did what you wanted to do with his face. Come on in and let us do what we want to do with yours.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, lay off that girl. What, you like her, man? Come on, let's think of some good watermelon jokes for Mammy Tammy. Yeah, Mammy Tammy has a cute black fanny. Yeah, did you hear that, Tammy?
Damn. Ain't a thing wrong with this commode. You don't understand why nobody can't fix nothing no more. You know something, Cletus? One of these days you're gonna go to college. You'll study real hard. Spend a lot of your daddy's money, and you'll get real educated and everything, and then You'll be embarrassed of how outdone your Uncle Earl is. That's just fine, but I'll tell you one thing. If I ever catch you acting like one of them scrotum heads down the hall, I'll beat your bones with a weed eater. Hear me? Please? Please? Please?
Stop! Stop! Hey! The kid went to pick us up a six-pack. Hope you don't mind.
Ah, damn white trash! Damn!
Sounds like a stampede outside.
Oh, just like his damn daddy! Where the hell is my coon? That's a damn thing.
Drink up, boys. The party's just beginning.
That's about it. You know, I really hate this machine, Mr. Gerard. I would appreciate it if you'd let the girls know I'm doing the story this evening. Thanks again. I almost forgot to tell you the reason I'm doing the story tonight. We figured out today's the start of the evil days.
Hey, Lynn, let's see what's under the road.
Alan, get lost. Listen, brother dearest, I didn't have you move in here to annoy me. Just the nigger, understand?
Buzz off.
You ass!
Wonder why she never liked me.
Hey, weird company.
Wow. Hey, this guy's a thriller. Who is it, Michael Jackson here to see Tammy? Well, hey, beautiful. Craig, this is a bit much. What do you mean? Did you hire this guy to scare the girls? What guy? This is too much. Intimidation's one thing, but don't be such a pansy, Alan. This is great. This is serious. You can get sued for this. Blow out your shorts. This is terrific. Hey, cut it out! This isn't funny. Shut up, punk! I don't know more about this guy than you do. We can take him.
What's wrong with you?
Come on, we gotta get out of here. Somebody just killed Alice.
Look, Alan, am I gonna have to drag you out of here? out of my room.
I am not going out there.
Yes, you are, honey, and you're not going through my window either.
No, I am not going out there.
Alan, I believe you are. Alan, get out of the way.
Could be him.
Look, Alan, get out of the way. I don't have time for your child. What is going on in here? Nothing is going on, Susan, but this guy here has got to go.
Let me take care of this.
Come on, boy. Ow! Girl, you all right?
Okay, Alan, you guys quit creeping around here.
Where's the phone?
There isn't one. Let go of me, you pervert. I'm going to a payphone to tell Mom and Dad about you guys. In Craig's car.
Give me those keys.
Alan, give me those keys back! I'm not going anywhere with you, sicko! Jerk! Alan, come back here! Damn you, that's not your car!
What for? I don't know a thing about cars.
Karen, you're supposed to, you're a man!
It's a wreck.
Okay, who did this? Even Craig's not gonna think this is funny.
Maybe he will. They will.
Where are you going?
Susan, it's quieter down here. I mean, me and Beth got a lot of studying to do tonight. Why don't you just sleep in my room?
Well, I do need the rest.
Well, then it's settled. You're gonna stay here.
Okay, you win.
Okay, good. I'll see you in the morning, hon. If we survive all this.
Where are we going this way?
Cody, fetch that alcohol!
Oh!
It's a peninsula island ship!
What about the neighbors?
Oh, they're in the Caribbean, come on!
Great. How convenient. Y'all went to the Caribbean last summer when the rates were down. You ever been?
Oh, I've been to St. Thomas once! I only have inside the ship!
One thing we forgot.
What?
The key.
Oh! Well, just push on the wall, come on! Here!
Better make it.
This has gone on long enough. This trunk's gonna freeze to death out there. Long enough. I'm sorry, but these people have had enough of it, and I'm not letting this go on all night long. Lynn? Lynn? All this party is enough to wake the dead. Craig! Craig! You're out there. Just stay out there. Go home. Lynn's not in her room.
I wonder where she is.
I don't know. She and Craig probably crawled off with her friends somewhere.
Probably so.
Leave me alone, Craig! Whoever you are, stop it! It's not funny! It's not funny, Craig! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! You better stop. Just leave me alone. This isn't funny. Leave me alone!
Did you hear that?
Child, right now I ain't hearing nothing.
Sounds like they're raising hell outside. Oh, gag. It sounds like the one who's going to be sick. Oh. That does it.
Wait a minute.
Wait, nothing.
Look, Beth, now it's obvious they're drunk and rowdy. I mean, you can't reason with them that way.
So what do you suggest?
I suggest we just wait until tomorrow and call Lynn and Craig's parents. Then we can call the owner and he'll throw them out for good.
Yeah, Lynn along with them.
Right, Kimosabe.
Tammy.
Yeah, Beth.
A silverware.
Oh, no.
And we don't have renter's insurance yet.
Hey, Beth, would you feel more comfortable if we, bring your silverware in here with us?
Well, it is expensive stuff. I mean, it belonged to my grandmother. I mean, I'll just die if anything happens to it, not to mention what my mom will do.
Well, let me take care of it. Where is it?
I think it's in the cabinet underneath the shutters.
Anything else you want me to get while I'm in there?
Nah, anything else I can replace.
Mm-hmm. It's that old stuff you gotta look out for.
Whoa.
Are you sure you don't want me to go with you?
No, that's okay. I'll handle it, okay? Just don't worry about it. Just go in the room and close the door. Honey, if they thought you was spying on me, they'll only hassle you more, and I'll be right back. Shh. This really sucks. Whoever you are. What? I'm just about getting ready to go on the warpath, and when I'm through with you, you're gonna be running home in a trail of tears. Now you better get back. Just enough to get my blood boiling. Here, Beth, take this. I'm going downstairs to check on Susan. I think she'd better stay up here with us tonight. Susan, I can't... Susan? I wonder where that girl went. Susan? Susan! 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 Susan? They killed Susan.
Ah.
I've got you in a corner,
the attendant of the god of the daylight sky can control the dark power.
Well, Mary, thank you for that interesting story. I'm sure we'll all be looking forward to your forthcoming interview with the Toltec. I trust we will be hearing more about Totem Hill in the future.
We certainly will, Peter. In fact, next week, David Cody and I will talk with some of the students now living in his home, and we'll see firsthand just how well they're getting along.
Perhaps we can lay a lot of these old myths to rest.
Let's hope so, but legends die hard.
Die, you corpse!
Damn, he must be getting old. All right, you demonic bastard. Let's take this outside. Come on. I hope you know how to use that thing. You girls take a hike. This one's mine. You picked my weapon, boy. I'm the man with the whip. Took you 1,000 years to get here. I'm going to send you back where you came from. If you can't handle that thing any better than that, we better do something else. I understand you're indestructible. I'm gonna cut you up in little pieces, you dirty. I wonder how you'd look without a nose. Take that thing away from you, boy. Now what are you gonna do, devil? This one's for you, Cody. Looks like you're coming apart. He was right. This whip is special. Well, Cody, it's over. Seems like the evil days that you knew were coming have passed. The people will never really know the whole story. Only God and you and I really understand it. But I feel that you were with me all the time, at least in spirit. I think you're still here. I'll miss you. But I'll go on. The afternoon and evening of my life is still to be lived. Stay with me in spirit, brother.